Hello, my name is Thomas Fullenwider. I just got back from the Golden State Pinball Festival in Lodi, California. It was a 3-day pinball festival. It's been going on for a number of years now, but I think this year was the best show yet. They had over 350 games there, and that wasn't including the pinball machines that they had out in the camping area, so it was a lot of fun. I got to play plenty of games, but the majority of my time was actually spent advocating for homebrew pinball as a hobby, helping to keep everybody's games running, and advertising for my CobraPin pinball electronics products. One of the things that was great about the show this year was that Marco Specialties was back and sponsoring a seminar series. It was also sponsored by Erica's Pinball Journey and DRI 374. And the videos that were recorded in the seminar series will be posted on the Marco Specialties YouTube channel. So I was actually part of 2 of the seminars. One of them was a homebrew and custom game panel discussion. And it was a really good discussion with the 7 homebrew makers in attendance. And I think we were able to answer some people's questions, and we were able to get people excited about building their own pinball machines. And on top of all that, it was actually just a really fun time hanging out with those guys and getting to know what motivated them to build their machines and what inspires them to build more. So the next seminar that I did with my friends Mike and Adrian was a Making Games with CobraPin seminar. And I gave an overview of CobraPin and did a small demo that you should definitely check out. And my friends were also able to share their experience and recommendations for making a custom pinball game. There was a number of other seminars that I will have to check out on the Marco Specialties YouTube channel later on, because I was not able to attend them because I was so busy with the rest of the show. So one of the great things about the show was there was about 8 new games that I had never seen before. They were new releases in the past year. And so that made the show interesting. There were a number of long lines for some of the new games, so I didn't get to play them all, but just wanted to list them off here. So Stern had John Wick and Jaws. John Wick was a fairly early software release, so it wasn't as clean as I think it will be in the future. And I think I only played 1 ball in John Wick because I happened to walk by when my parents were playing it, and my dad let me play on his turn. New manufacturer Barrels of Fun brought Labyrinth. There was a multimorphic Princess Bride, and a spooky Looney Tunes, Jersey Jack Elton John, Chicago Gaming Pulp Fiction, and American Pinball's Barry O's Barbecue Challenge. So like I mentioned before, one of the things that really interested me about the show is that we had 7 homebrew pinball makers there, and they brought their games, and it was great to see how they made their games and how different they were compared to each other, as well as compared to other pinball machines that have been released. There was a Green Knight, which is inspired by Black Knight. It has an upper play field. There was a Hopped Up and Green Out, and these were built by the same builder with a similar layout. There was an Escape from Hell that was based on a Williams Gulfstream that had been heavily modified to a very fast and punishing game. I brought my Tag Team Tussle, which is based on Tag Team from 1985, where I changed out all the lights, changed the display, and improved the rules to make it a bit more complex. I also brought a very rough whitewood prototype for my next game. It's still in the first iteration, but I am using it to test some new electronics as part of my upcoming Fang CobraPin system.
And one that is always a crowd pleaser is Joust. This particular one is a custom one that was made from a reproduction playfield, and it was made into a coffee table format.
I think the most complete and impressive homebrew that was there was 8 Ball Beyond, made by Sean Irby. He came all the way from Seattle to Lodi, California, so thank you so much for making the journey and bringing your game. I had fun playing it, and it was definitely the most popular homebrew game. It was getting played all weekend, so thanks, Sean, and great job on the game. If you've never been to a pinball show, definitely try and check one out in your area. Possibly bring some earplugs that can be a little loud with all the machines going. But there's just no better place than a pinball show to play as many games as you can and to see what kind of pinball machines you actually enjoy. If you've ever thought about making your own pinball machine, definitely check out my CobraPin pinball controller in the links below. So if you had a hand in making the Golden State Pinball Festival a success, if you brought games, if you volunteered, if you helped organize, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun this year. I'm looking forward to next year, and I'm excited to see what the future brings for Homebrew Pinball. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. Brought Labyrinth, which is just an excellent theme for people that remember the movie.